if you have what it takes, vengeance can change a person. Make you into something you never thought you were capable of being.
What's going on? What's going on? We are back. We are live. And you already know when you come in here, as far as Saw, we are doing a Saw franchise leading up into Saw 10 that's coming out September 29th, if I'm not mistaken. And we are back with Saw 5. This came out 2008, if I'm not mistaken. I had the years with some of them. Yeah, 2008. What's going on, Bigger Food?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Anybody, once again, who are Star Wars fans, make sure y'all go check out Chaos Central. They did a watch party tonight. Definitely go check them out.
And it was a good episode, too.
What's going on, Boss?
A lot better than Rebel Moon, that's for sure.
Yeah. We got to have something. Everybody a little desperate right now. People panicking. Zack Snyder out here promoting one of the greatest looking sci-fi epics we probably gonna get in December. So everybody just preparing, man. He's nervous out here. I'm hearing that that show ain't getting that much viewership, but I mean,
1.2 million is a decent amount of viewership. You know what I mean? Probably will be more than Rebel Moon will get. That's for sure.
I doubt that. More than likely, Netflix gonna end up breaking down that day. Probably ain't gonna be able to watch it straight off because so many people gonna be trying to tune in. My bad, y'all. Make sure you come through December 23rd. More than likely, we're gonna have that spoiler review for y'all. Rebel Moon, probably gonna be an epic 3-hour review, something like that. It's gonna be so much to talk about.
I'll be there. I gotta be there. Yeah, I because I know it's gonna be a lot of, like a lot of ass kissing and stuff like that from this guy over here. So I gotta be there to make sure that we keep it in perspective. All right.
It's gonna be so much. Just watching all this epic sci-fi Zack Snyder action scenes, and don't forget about the slow motion. Good gracious, like. All right, y'all. My bad. Once again, what's going on, boss? Appreciate you coming through, bro. Nadia more than likely be through here in a few. All right, man, we back. Saw 5, and you already know. Let's get into it.
I keep making a mistake, bro, right? Because now you got me into the Saw thing, right? So I know we're talking about 5, but I'm like, you know what? Let me go watch 6. And now I got to go and bring up 5 to remember that I don't mix them up. You know what I mean?
I'm on Jigsaw. That's the thing.
Oh, you're on Jigsaw already?
Yeah, I'm about to be on Spiral, and I've been going back rewatching them before we do the reviews or whatever, because the Saw movies are not long; they're like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. Maybe just go through these.
Yeah,
the real one is gonna be Chris Rock one. That's the one that's got to be all right.
That's the fire one, bro.
Man, what's going on, Nadia?
What up?
Hey, Nadia, how you doing?
Hello.
Man, boss. I don't know, boss. We're gonna talk about it. I don't know, man. Some people are just retarded. My bad. Stupid. Anyway, how we feel about this opening scene trap? I thought it was pretty intense as far as this trap.
Of course, at this point in the franchise, they amping up the gore. I knew that this wasn't. I knew that this wasn't a Saw trap because he didn't give him a chance to live.
Man,
so I was just wondering what the connection was.
Yeah, I can. And I see that they are doing the whole thing again, like they did with the previous film, as far as giving us a backstory, but not letting us know that we are looking at an actual backstory as far as this first opening scene. And this is Hoffman's backstory or whatever, which we're gonna get to. But as overall, as far as a good opening scene and a good trap, I'm like you, Nadia. He couldn't get out of it, so it really didn't matter. But at the same time, as far as amping up the traps and making you kind of like maybe need to turn away. Can I look at this? They was doing their job. I mean, repeat value, I was good.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Right, and like I said, even when I first seen it, I was like, oh, okay, so I don't think that's a Jigsaw trap, like you realize, because at least Jigsaw gives you a chance to get away, and you realize that this trap had he wasn't supposed to get away at all. So I was like, yeah, it's not a Jigsaw trap, but I liked it though. I thought messed up way to die.
And then I started thinking, don't do this, man. I know Amanda ain't still alive, is she? Y'all ain't doing this.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna start doing like a copycat killer or something at this point.
We found that.
Because
the first time I saw it.
Because I'm like, it's Hoffman. Like the minute we found out that it was Hoffman in that last one, then I'm like, okay, so it's gonna be him going farther. You know what I mean? So
damn, Nadia, you just gave Saul a good subplot that they didn't even go with.
Well, yeah,
another killer out here.
At this point, that's where I thought they was gonna go, you know. Well, when I first saw it, I was like, I mean, I
wouldn't mind that at all either. That sounded good, actually. And I'm talking about from the point of view of us not even knowing who this other killer is. Nobody knowing, like, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Overall, though, I agree with y'all. That was definitely not a Jigsaw trap, but it was still a good trap in the sense that it looked like it hurts a lot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Point of view. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Because it kept him alive. You know what I mean? Like the first couple of cuts, he was still alive.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, yeah.
He was suffering. He definitely suffered.
Facts.
All right, y'all already know, man. And we had to start this early as far as why don't nobody listen to Jigsaw rules? My boy, FBI agent Strom. Immediately, fuck your rules. Immediately. We ain't 5 minutes into the movie and he already saying, nah. We got to give Hoffman some credit. Hoffman, like, I ain't necessarily saying I want you to live, but I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you 2 chances, Hoffman. I mean, not Hoffman, but Strom. I'm going to give you 2 chances.
Because you know what? I think being a cop, he maybe not wanted to really kill them, but they wouldn't leave him alone. You know what I mean? Like they're investigating, and
especially
that's what they do. You know, the cops. That's what they're doing. But I think he was like, "Listen, I don't want to kill you. I'm giving you the chance to, you know, get away out of here, but you ain't listening." So, but I didn't think Hoffman was going to listen to him anyways. So,
but I get Strom's motivation. For one, his partner. I think he thought she was dead. That's what we all supposed to lead, is that his partner had died from the previous film. And I'm going to talk about this in the next movie review. I'm going to talk about this as far as the way they started structuring these sequels. I'm not going to talk about it yet, but I'm going to wait till the next one. But it's more so the lines outside of Detective Matthews. I didn't want to compare him to him as far as him not listening, because he had a different motivation. He had reasonings behind what he was doing. You know, Detective Matthews, which I'm glad he's out of here. We ain't got to worry about him no more. Yeah. What's up with you, Nadia, as far as Strom not listening to the rules?
I mean, he still found a way out at this point of the movie. You
gotta give him credit.
I give him some credit because doing that, and that wasn't even the option because he was supposed to die.
Yeah.
Like I give him some credit. He was yeah, this wasn't a trap. This was a you dead. But like I do I feel like he made a smart choice and made a smart decision, but then ultimately curiosity killed the cat. It's like, man, stop thinking you smarter than Saul.
For real. Because it's showing that Hoffman is 2 or 3 steps ahead of everybody. You know what I mean? Like he and I guess in the last episode we get a shot. Jigsaw's like, you have to anticipate every move that a human is going to make. And I think Hoffman has been really good at doing that. So
I like what you just said, because this is my whole thing with what I was going to say about the next Saw movie, because you said, like in the last episode, you ain't say the last movie, you said the last episode. And see, that's my whole thing. Did the movie start to kind of feel like a series instead of movies? Like previously
100%.
Saw.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
100%. Because I feel like after the third one, when they realized that they were going to make more, they did it in a way to make it feel all connected like a series. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think
Be continued, basically.
Yeah.
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 With the same
shout out
music
to-
at the end and the same shit.
But let's be real though.
Three people. We got to have at least 3 people.
Yeah, but let's be real though. That music is classic though. I love the Saw music at the end. You know what I mean?
The difference though, Enzo, it depends on how epic the ending about to be. Well, like we got 3 random people. Like, who is this nigga? Where did he come from? Why is you here? Shout out to the Facebook user, bro. You gotta give me your name so I can know who you are. But I ain't gonna necessarily say it's one of the scariest series, but
it's more set in reality, because like somebody could really take you and put you in some saw traps, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it is
possible.
It is. I might try to make a beat off this. And I ain't no producer or anything, but I wouldn't mind rapping off of it. I mean, Dr. Dre did the Michael Myers beat, so. All right, y'all. Why don't nobody listen to Jigsaw Rules? I think it's different purposes and different motivations. Sometimes
they're just hard headed.
Hey, listen, I will be real. If Hoffman locked me in that room, which he did, right, and I seen a door to go out, I'd take the door. I'm not staying in that room. I'm taking the door. I want to see what my chances are with this door number 1. That's what I'm doing, because I'm claustrophobic. So I need to get
First
out.
of all,
you know
it's 4 dead bodies in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, the man said, y'all remember, we were just talking about this with Riggs. Now y'all talking all that shit about Riggs, but you said that you're gonna go ahead. Nah, see. Shout out to
I
Riggs.
didn't say I was gonna go. I just said I understand why he left that room. It's 4 dead bodies in there. 4.
You know?
It's one thing to be a bystander or somebody just watching the news and seeing the Jigsaw killings. This nigga's an FBI agent, been on the case. It's like Carrie, what she said, I know this man. Let's just chill and listen. She wasn't even a feds, and she was still like, I've been on him. I know what's up with him. Y'all should have been a little bit smarter there as far as my guy. I'm just saying a little bit. Yeah, boss, that's true. Human nature. It's like, do I want to stay in this dark ass room with these bodies?
Facts. Facts. Or do I want to take my chances with door number 1? Especially, you got a gun. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I got a gun. I got a little, but I find what's stupid is that he just sneaks up on you. Like if you go through that door, you're watching every single angle. You're looking up, you're looking down, you're looking left, right. You're making sure that there's not, and he just sneaks up on Strom right then. I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, you slipping.
But I think that was purposely. I think Hoffman was even like, I want you to goddamn throw me in a box. You ain't listening anyway. I've been trying to warn you about 4 times. Just don't do nothing else. Just chill.
Absolutely, because Hoffman didn't need to go in that room, right? But we're getting a little further. But yeah.
All right, y'all already know. Did we care about our new lead FBI agent, Strong, and our new Jigsaw victims, which I kind of was forgetting about throughout the movie. But we ain't going to talk about that.
I ain't give a fuck about them because they stupid as fuck. They had I don't care what, out of all the Saw movies, they had the easiest shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Facts.
They did. That's
they
true.
had the easiest shit. And I was like, from the beginning, I was like, so do the opposite of what you would naturally do. So work together, stupid. That was like the easiest shit.
Jigsaw didn't even make it hard this time. Or
no.
It was.
Hoffman. It was Hoffman. It was. Yeah, it wasn't hard. Nothing that I mean, granted, the last trap that they had to do, that was a bit much. But if they would have worked together, and I noticed, like, even the first time watching this, I noticed that shit. I was like, they stupid as fuck, and they all gonna die.
Mhm.
Cause I was like, cause I knew exactly what they needed to do. Like every one of them, I was like, yeah, those tunnels are big enough for more than one person, but no, they're gonna be
Absolutely.
selfish.
Yeah,
Stupid.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm right there
Stupid.
with
Stupid.
you. The first trap where they had to get the keys, I didn't know that one, that one key was for
Yeah,
all. I didn't get that. But I
but
figured
they
it
could
one
have
at a
tried. They
time.
could.
Yeah. One at a
Yeah, it
time,
looked
go
like
like
if
they
they would
did.
have went. Yeah, it looked like they would have went one at a time. They would have been choking each other out.
Exactly, right? But the second trap, yeah, the minute they seen it, I was like, that looks like it can hold two of them. I would have jumped in there with one of them for sure.
Bro, they had a whole cage where one person just opened a one and y'all all just go in that one. Why not just all y'all just go in that one?
Stupid.
Um,
Stupid. Fighting.
Shout out to Hoffman, not Jigsaw, because Jigsaw probably didn't even like that shit. He like, bro, you giving it way too much. You need to make this a riddle. Don't be making it all easy. Strong probably being, my bad, Hoffman being who he is, he was probably like, if you know human nature, then you know these stupid motherfuckers ain't gonna listen anyway.
For real.
Yo, she
Also,
always
they
got
always
she
do us
always
like
got
this.
stupid. No, well, first of all, yeah, they always do black people like this in
Yes,
South. But Megan Good in the horror movies, period, she always got stupid ways.
She was in one Miss Call, wasn't she?
Yes,
and
she
at the
was.
beginning, and that's another thing, Megan Good, who was they killing you at the beginning of a lot of these horror movies? Like, you was out of here. It was another one she got killed at the beginning of too.
It was. I can't remember, but I do remember one Miss Call because I still don't understand that movie. It was.
Yeah, Kevin Hart get that call and said, "Man, come on back over here. They knock you off over here. Come on back over here with us. I got a movie for you. I got one for you."
Yeah,
but
she got that paycheck.
Good, man. Yeah, hey, Saw was big at this time too. Like if you was not doing too much outside of Tyler Perry movies with Lionsgate, it's like, come on over here to the Saw movies. We got you.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on over here.
Oh, FYI, I have seen 6. 6 is where I left off at because 6 is the one where the girl chop off part of her arm at the beginning.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen the final chapter as far as 7?
No.
Oh,
no, I've never seen 7.
Okay.
so I've seen through 6. So because when I saw this one, I was like, oh, I thought 5 was 6, but no. Okay, so I have seen 6. Yes.
What about my guy Strom? Did we care about him?
I liked Strom.
Yes.
I did like.
I wanted him to live.
Me too.
Especially because he the only person that knew. He the only person that had all the dots connected.
Facts.
Okay, so we were rooting for Strom. Okay.
Yeah, I was.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I wasn't.
Really?
I wouldn't.
Why?
At the beginning, when he did the whole thing with the getting out and escaping, I feel like the way he started going about trying to figure out Jigsaw, it was too cliche for me because it was like, they set this nigga up, man. They about to set him up to go for the fall. He's the guy that they're going to try to say he's the Jigsaw killer. Same way they was kind of doing Riggs, but it was the way he was going about it as far as people trying to come to him and talk to him. His captain, I think, he like, nah, I'm good. I got to go. And I'm talking like him because, his thing is broke.
Yeah.
Like, ain't you supposed to be on leave anyway? Like, nah.
But let's be real. The way he got out of that trap was badass, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Anaconda did it too, but yeah,
Stop.
He had help.
You right.
Yeah, that's Saw 7 Bossel 3D. See, that's what I'm saying, Bossel. I did. That's my thing. I started hating him a little bit more and more. It was just something about him. I was like, nah, bro, this ain't looking too good for you. You getting on my nerves a little bit.
Suspicious.
No, I didn't never think he was doing anything. It's just the fact that I feel like he was going about it smart as far as trying to figure out Hoffman and find out about Hoffman. Or more so find evidence on Hoffman because he already knew it was Hoffman, but he needed the evidence.
Yeah, but you see the problem.
I didn't think he was suspicious, like actually doing something. I'm saying he was looking suspicious with his actions, even though he wasn't doing anything.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
But
just tell somebody how you feeling or what you think. Like tell them, like I think Hoffman. Go ahead.
Yeah. He could have did that too, but I think that he's like you. He had to have evidence. You know what I mean? And because he was taken off the case, he couldn't really investigate the way he wanted it to. So that's why he had to do it in the way he did. But I agree with you. At least go to the captain that took you off and say, "Listen, this is what I think." Give him your theories. and then obviously the captain will probably be like, okay, let me investigate it a little bit more. You know what I mean? So,
and you didn't help that Jigsaw's wife was coming in there saying she think he's stalking him, but
yeah,
we know Hoffman and her had a little thing going on because of Jigsaw, the cult leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, we didn't care about the new Jigsaw victims, by the way. I know I didn't care. Whatever, y'all make it, y'all don't. It is what it is.
They were a side plot, subplot. They wasn't even important to the actual story, if you want to be honest.
Exactly. And this is where I started getting into more of what's going on with Hoffman and everything else than the actual people that are in the traps. You know? You're gonna say that too?
How are you predicting this? I got it though. It's all good. We'll bring this back up. But my next thing was Saw 5 being petty with paying homage to the cops who died while on the Jigsaw case?
Mm-hmm.
They showed 2 niggas, and I was glad. Boy, I was rooting. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Because these other motherfuckers were stupid outside of Carrie. Now, y'all could have paid some homage to Carrie. Y'all didn't show Riggs. Y'all didn't show Carrie. And don't even make me mention Detective Matthews. Y'all better not have had him up there. But you see who they got, the 2 smart ones. Especially Danny Glover. Mm-hmm. This is Saw 5. I was like, that's what I'm talking about, man. Give a brother some credit. Smartest one. And they even mentioned his character in the backstory as far as, this cop, Detective Tapp, he owned it. This nigga smart. He ain't stupid like that.
Yeah. Hoffman does say that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I like too, right? Because it makes it seem like out of all the things we saw and all the cops do stupid stuff, you had a couple of the smart ones that were doing it properly. And I like that they paid homage to him on that way. 100%.
And they only showed these 2. They did that purposely. I was like, well, hold on, man. I know y'all not doing no mention of Carrie, no mention of Riggs. It's like, put them niggas in the back burner. They was doing some retarded shit. I'm sorry I keep saying that. My bad, y'all. But they was getting on my nerves, man. Not Carrie. It's really Detective Matthews. He had a bad influence on them.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he was a lead on the case, it's like, no wonder y'all in the predicament y'all in. All right. Did we like Hoffman's backstory, aka recruitment?
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
I like how he talks shit about his blade.
John, see, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing with him actually being a killer, because it's like now you taking some pride in what you're doing as far as your traps. It's like now you glad that they actually hurting people. Like he basically saying, yo, that blade ain't really doing nothing, man. If you really want him to feel something, you need to get something a little bit sharper.
Facts. Mm-hmm. And even in the backstory, he's pretty much saying, like, Hoffman's like, you killed them. He's like, no, I never killed anybody. I gave them a choice and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Which technically is right. And Hoffman is the one that actually kills. So
shout out to the makeup people in the department making John bald-headed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm serious. Y'all was doing a pretty good job because I was convinced, like, oh, shit, y'all going back to when he was bald-headed and he was in the Klan. But now I'm just playing. John he had the cancer and stuff. But I also like the connections between the first and second film as far as the traps. And we seeing that Hoffman was helping him put these traps together that we seen in the first 2 movies.
Yeah, I like that too. 100%.
Yeah, because Strong made that point, about somebody got to be helping.
Amanda too small and John too weak. So who is it?
Facts.
This was way better, and I'm just saying I like Amanda. I think the first 2 movies are still way better, but I think this backstory just way better than Amanda's, which I think we're gonna get more of when it comes to Saw 10 though. But anyway, I just like the route they took as far as Hoffman and the whole revenge story as far as his sister, and that's my whole thing with John too. It's like, do Hoffman have like some type of reasonings behind his actions? Is he justified a little bit?
No, not really. Right? Because he got his revenge. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
He got his revenge. So other than that, he's just going along with the ride, I guess. Maybe he enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Because he was watching.
He enjoyed it.
Yeah, he
enjoyed
it.
it.
Yeah, he enjoyed it.
John did too. Like you said, Enzo, when he started mentioning like you got inferior blades, my shit was better. You ain't even doing it good. It's like, no, you starting to enjoy yourself too now, John. It ain't even about the lessons no more. You just in here enjoying yourself.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, the backstory though, I was with it. It made more sense to Hoffman and what he was doing, and it seems like he was actually listening to John. But we're gonna find out a little bit more in the next movie what's actually going on, including Amanda, which I'm not gonna try to bring up right now. Shout out to Bosso. I'm gonna have to see, man. I'm gonna get my rating after we done with all the movies. I'm definitely gonna get my ranking anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I liked his backstory though. I did, and the recruitment. It was more so Hoffman's origin story, I guess. And this is why I'm still a little confused on what they about to do with this new movie, because it's like y'all gave us a lot of Jigsaw backstory through these last couple movies. I mean, a lot.
Maybe
all right,
if they do it, maybe they'll give us more backstory with Dr. Gordon. You know what I mean? Maybe they give us a little bit more backstory with that. Who knows? you get your Dr.
I choose violence.
Man, I already know it. Don't even worry about. Y'all know you can't do no reviews without mentioning Gordon, but not right now. Do we think FBI agent Strong gave Hoffman the letter or somebody else?
Which letter? I forgot.
The one.
Oh.
I know who you are.
I did think it was Strong. Yeah,
yes.
I thought it was Strong.
If you honestly want to ask me, I think it was Julie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was Julie.
I'm going with the first time I seen it. No, I thought it was Strong. 100%. I thought Strong was trying to rattle him.
Who the fuck is Julie? I know what you did last summer. I thought it was Julie. Now I'm just messing with you. But it looked like that same letter in the same word. I'm just saying.
It do.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, this is 2008. We're writing in Major Marcus. But anyway, I knew it wasn't Strong. I knew it wasn't Strong because Strong ain't gonna write no letter. He gonna confront him if he got the evidence that he needs.
Yeah.
So I honestly didn't know who this was. Amanda's dead. I mean, it could have been Jill, of course, but I honestly wasn't thinking about her, even though she looked even more guilty in this movie.
Don't he got Jill keeping tabs on? I don't know.
Look, yeah, he did.
Okay.
Because he was basically trying to take control, being that John was gone now. Like, nigga, this is my game now. Like,
and you see, that's the thing. I guess if I'm real, I think I thought maybe it could have been her too, because even till this time, I always thought she had something to do with it, right? She knew what was going on. I'm like, she has to be involved in some sort of way. So, but I just thought it was Strong trying to rattle Hoffman, to be honest with you.
And I like how not Jigsaw, but the Saw films basically throw certain things in the movie where they saying we ain't gonna mention nothing about this no more in this film. You're gonna have to wait till the next movie to find out more about this.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about this no more. You better come back to the theater.
It all ties together. I mean, that's one thing I can't be mad about is they do be trying to make it, everything come together to, make it cohesive.
And they got a little lazy with that. They got lazy to me with that connection writing, because it was like you could tell that they figured this out after Saw 4. Like they had their plan mapped out then. They was like, we know what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Because they put stuff in movies that you don't find out till later on in other movies, right? So you have to have stuff like that mapped out, which I kind of appreciate. Yeah, I appreciated it, to be honest with you, because I like when they do it like that.
I feel like it was more so of being a situation where if you're familiar with the movies and you like the movies, then you're going to have to come back. Because we fans, even if we don't like this movie, I still want to find out what's going to happen at the end. I gotta
100%.
continue watching this now.
100%. That's a smart business move. I do the same thing.
Just like The Walking Dead. But yeah,
You know?
Shout out to Bossel. Nah, we ain't gonna do F. Gordon. It wasn't his fault, man. It's whoever got the movies, the director, the writers. Outside of them, it's really Jigsaw. He wanted to be petty and not really tell us nothing. Even though he did. It's like, bro, why are you holding this in and you dead? Shout out to Bossel.
He lives forever.
Yeah, I want to know more about the Spyro stuff too. I hope we get a Spyro 2, but I don't think we will.
No.
I hope we get a Spyro 2.
No.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Shout out to the box office. They said no. We good. No. All right. Going into my next thing. Shout out to my boy Brad Pitt. Jill, what's in the box? Jill, what's in the box?
Mm-hmm.
Your girl Jill gets a mysterious box.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I hate it when they do that. I was like, give us what's in the box, man. You know what I mean?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Find out in the next movie.
You know?
Look, by the time the next
curious.
movie then came out, I done forgot what happened in the previous movie. I'm gonna be honest,
yeah,
like
me too.
by the time 5, I was lost. So I was just watching them for entertainment value, and then they wasn't entertaining anymore. So I stopped watching because I forgot who the hell was who.
You more so started focusing on the traps outside of the characters and Hoffman. It was more so, what's up with these traps? Like, what y'all gonna do this time? But yeah, I was curious about the box, and even with Jigsaw, as far as AKA John Kramer with his little video, it's like you gonna know what to do with this stuff in this box.
You know?
Yeah.
But what about us as the audience, bro? We've been watching you for like 5. Can you tell us?
Of course, no. Of course, they gonna leave it till later. I knew they wasn't gonna tell us what was in that damn box. Hell, by the end of the movie, I forgot about it anyway.
To be honest with you, me too. Yeah. I forgot about it too. 100%.
I didn't.
I felt like she was already pulling strings at that point because she knew exactly what he wanted her to do.
Yeah.
She always looked guilty. Even when she started crying, I was like, man, this shit is fake as hell. Like, look, you see this.
That's why I said from always, I'm like, there's something with her. She knows more than she's saying, and she's more involved than we know. I'm like, because she just doesn't. Fullness. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't convincing.
Like, I'm trying to convince them that I'm not the person, but maybe I am. Who knows? I think he's guilty. But anyway, I thought some information was I thought some Gordon information was in the box, man.
Oh man, you
I thought we had information about Gordon in the box.
What's his other foot?
Hell no. I thought maybe
the mummified
he
foot.
Box. But of course, no. All right, did y'all have any curiosities as far as what y'all thought maybe could be in the box?
I had no idea. I can't even sit here and pretend like, yeah, I thought it was this and that. No, I had no idea. And I was frustrated because they didn't show us.
You said it wasn't you?
I thought it was Billy.
The dog. Oh, it's one of my most prized possessions. Don't let nothing
happen. Don't let nothing happen to Billy.
I thought it was maybe information for a new trap or a new game. That's what I thought it was.
Oh yeah, they do be having them 3D models of it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And you know he ain't gonna make something simple. Even with her, it's like I want you to figure this out on your own.
It's always make your choice.
So.
Facts.
All right, man. Did we care the father's daughter was saved?
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of figured they was gonna do. I kind of figured they wasn't gonna kill the kid.
Yeah.
So thus far they have not killed a child.
Shout out to
Tom. They didn't even kill a teenage boy.
They didn't. And I I ain't gonna say I wanted them to. It's too much connection to Detective Matthew, man. He get on my nerve. But yeah, man. Tony, you right. Ain't no difference. I drink Powerade. I'm still getting the same energy. Gatorade. But yeah, I guess I cared a little bit because I was like, she wasn't at fault for nothing. I even got to the point where I was thinking like, damn, both of her parents gone. Is John is John already got a set up foster family for her or something? Like, did he already predict it?
You see,
But,
now that's what's kind of messed up, right? But that's what's kind of messed up, though, right? Like,
yes,
she have no parents; she's an orphan now.
and
You
guess
know
who
what I
fault it
mean?
is?
Yeah, it's John's
John.
fault.
That creates villains.
Facts.
And I was waiting on her to come back. I'm gonna let y'all know that. I was like, oh, this daughter gonna come back. She definitely got to come back in some shape or form. And who says she's still not gonna come back? You never know.
They could. They could.
Give her as the
11.
villain. Yeah, no. Spyro. Give her the villain as Spyro. You know what I mean? That would be fight. That would be tight.
And we not getting Spyro. It's over. From the Book of Saul, no more. But shout out to the daughter. I didn't mind her. At all. Her parents is another thing. It's more so her father. I ain't even mind her cheating ass mama. It's her father. Yeah. Goddamn Incredible Hulk raised. Where's my daughter? But anyway, we cared. We did.
Yeah, it's good that she was safe.
Did it seem like FBI agent Strong was getting obsessed like Danny Glover's character, but he wasn't as smart? Hey, he was getting there. He didn't just get to the next level like Danny Glover did.
I mean, but honestly, think about it. If you were put in that predicament, would you listen to Saul? I mean, after what we done seen, hell yeah,
Appreciate
because
you coming through, Boston.
It's like, duh, just fucking listen. But at the same time, think about his predicament. Would you listen? Because would you think, oh, is this a Hoffman trap? Because I feel like that's what he was thinking. Like, maybe Hoffman set this up for me and not Saul. But I don't know. I don't know.
Danny Glover partner dead. His partner dead. Look at the route Danny Glover took. Give or take. He had his whole apartment covered in pictures, but he sit back and was patient. Like, let me just sit back and study what's going on. Let me just fall back. Not Strong. Strong like, I got to go do this now. I got to get on this right now.
Yes.
He wasn't smart enough.
But he didn't even let his voice heal the night. Like, sit back and chill, right?
But let's be real. But let's be real though. Strom was right when he predicted it was Hoffman. Danny Glover always thought it was Dr. Gordon.
He did.
Give or take, he did, but he still sit back and wanted to make sure. He's looking at his family, even though they in situations looking like that, he could tell that maybe they need some help, but I ain't worried about that right now. I need to find this Jigsaw killer. I still feel like he was still taking his time to make sure he was right. Even with his co-workers, which I think he was fired at this point, he didn't ever come under suspicion like Strom did.
Yeah, no, I feel what you're saying. I'm just saying at least Strom knew who it was, you know what I mean, and was investigating the right person. So I think they were both smart.
But that also was his downfall too.
Yeah. They were both smart, but in different ways, 100%.
Nah, you giving Strom too much credit. He wasn't that smart. I'm just messing, man. I'm gonna give Strom a little bit of credit.
You gotta give him credit, bro.
Shout out to his partner Perez, though. Maybe that was her that was giving him his edge. All right. Was the Jigsaw games and traps still interesting, or watching Hoffman try to get away with Jigsaw murder more interesting?
Watching Hoffman.
Saw 5.
Watching.
Yeah, because them dummies, like this, they had look, because everything we complained about, like the rules and also is it fair? This was the most fair, period, out of all of them, and they still failed. You stupid! He gave them 15 minutes. Because remember, we was complaining a minute is not long enough to make life-changing decisions. 15 motherfucking minutes.
Can we give Hoffman some credit as Jigsaw? He giving people a chance. Jigsaw, he'll start talking while the clock going. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the rules. I'm gonna take y'all time away. That ain't fair. Wait a minute. Hoffman gonna explain shit, then the clock starts. You know what? Matter of fact, if y'all don't do
the clock didn't even start till they shut the doors or till pins dropped and shit. They was.
He said,
They
y'all
had
can
all the
explain and
time
y'all
in the
can talk to
world.
each other. Y'all ain't even got to do nothing yet. Y'all don't start the clock until y'all start doing whatever y'all doing as far as the game go. But take your time, talk to each other, navigate, do what you need to do.
And the fact that they could go back into rooms because the time, like until the bombs had went off. You know what I mean? The fact that they had the most leisureless, like they could have. They got on my damn nerves. Just so much
And that's why I
leisure
was
time.
forgetting about them. Whenever they cut back to them, go ahead, you know.
Yeah, they were forgettable. Like I said, like for me, when it came to this episode, this part of the movie or this movie, I was more interested in what was going on with Strom and Hoffman and these guys.
Yes, this is where I want to give credit to Strom for, because this is at this point where I'm invested in you trying to find him out. Now I'm invested. Like, let's go. And then, not only that, in the mix of this, we getting the backstory with Hoffman and Jigsaw. I'm invested in this. Then y'all cut back to these Negroes and this traps. I don't care no more. I almost don't even care about the traps, because you want to know what? The traps was very less interesting in this movie than any other one.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, they don't even really have traps in this movie, if you ask me, outside of some of the backstories and what they doing. There's not a lot of traps in this movie.
And you had the cliche asshole in there, like in Saw 2. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wasn't this guy who kidnapped people or whatever?
Yeah. It was the same.
He was a journalist though, or whatever. Yeah. He was the main one that didn't want to listen.
Yep. And was for himself and all kinds of stuff. Same as Saw 2. Like, it was no difference between him and the other guy.
I will give them credit. They were more interesting characters though. Even the guy that got burned up, I was like, I was more invested in y'all. All right.
Yeah.
We definitely was more interested in Hoffman and him trying to get away.
Right.
Of course, are the traps in Saw 5 fair, which Nadia has very made clear? Yes, they absolutely are fair.
Yeah, even
many ways of getting out.
Even the last one, right, where it's the chainsaw. It looks like that's kind of messed up. But if all of them are there, then maybe just cut off a thumb or something, and let that bleed out, and it should be enough.
See, that's the thing. You said earlier in the deal, as far as if they all would have been there, it wouldn't have went as bad as far as this nigga's arm was
right.
Yeah.
His arm was
the way they showed it, though.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
He definitely bled out. Nah.
Yeah, he bled out definitely. Yeah, because you can't lose that much blood at once.
Facts.
But yeah, like they said, they was meant for 5 people, and they and because at the point where the first time I watched it, when I knew it was meant for everyone, was the bathtub. That's why I was like, damn, they all just supposed to take a little shot. But also when I used to work at an after-school program, we did something like this with electricity. Not like crazy shit like this, but I mean, it was like
they did
a copper wheel. Anyway, physical science type of shit.
I got you.
Physical science. It wasn't nothing crazy like this, but it was like a lot of experimentation with electricity safely.
I love going to the Discovery place.
You know what I'm talking about, see?
Yep. Once again, I apologize for all my brothers and sisters who coming through watching the review. They do us dirty on these Saw films. I enjoy them, but they do us dirty. The fact that she went out probably the worst way. Not only is she getting electrocuted, it's like now let's poke her. Now let's put like down jumper cables on her, and not only that, let's hook her. Like, wait a minute, like what the?
Yeah, for real.
Did you read the contract, Megan Good? Like, wait a minute, now, man.
And it's messed up because she hits the guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the girl stabs, like, no, we're not doing that. And she ends up stabbing Megan Good. And I'm just like, really?
Because her whole thing with Megan Good is like, let's help people. Don't leave him. Like, why you? That's how y'all do it. It's all right. I hope she bled out too.
Facts.
I don't even think she gave any blood.
No, she did. They both had their hands in there.
Yeah,
he looked like he got it the worst though. He did.
Yeah,
he got it the worst.
All right, man. Are the traps in Saw 5 fair? Absolutely, including Strom's trap. he had 2 traps that he could have got out of, and he still failed. So yes, they were fair.
You see, already know. Now Strom should have been the one to at least follow the rule. When he said get into this glass thing, Strom should have been like, you know what? Maybe I should get into this, because I would have been like, yeah, I'm going to listen to you on this one.
Because
you didn't listen to the first one.
He told him twice, if you stay in here, this going to be your tune.
Yeah,
he told him the first time, you're going to die. The second time, he was like, nigga, they ain't even going to find you. You're going to disappear. Like, they not going to find you. Like, I'm telling you, just get in the box.
Did he finish listening to it?
No. He finished listening to it after Strom. After Hoffman was like, hey, you might want to listen to the rest of the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how hard-headed and goddamn stubborn he was. I ain't listening to the rest of this. Fuck Jigsaw. Jigsaw dead. Fuck Hoffman. But yeah, and I like the way Hoffman was trying to play it off like, no, I'm in the box. No. And he like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. Stupid. This made me like Hoffman a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. I did. Because it's like, brother, he was telling you, if you just listen, you can get out of here. You might even be able to not frame me. You might even be able to tell him that I actually was the killer. Go ahead. I'm going to give you the chance. But do we like the twist ending in Saw 5 more than the twist ending in Saw 4? I have to say no.
What was the ending in 4? What was the ending in 4?
The reveal of Hoffman being the killer. With Riggs. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to say the twist in 4 is better.
Yeah, because this is just like, Hoffman gets away.
Yeah.
It didn't even feel like a twist to me.
Exactly.
It was like, yeah. We knew this. You've been getting warned the whole movie. Like, what else was
Yeah, I agree. It didn't feel like a twist.
So, no, I didn't necessarily gonna say this ending was better than 4, but it wasn't a bad ending. At the same time, it was like, nigga, if you just would have listened, we actually liked you a little bit, Strom. Just listen. But no, Strom gets squashed.
And for me, I was just like, damn, man, like you can't have like a cop for more than like 2 movies. You know what I mean?
No,
they dying off quick, man.
Yep.
Just don't listen. It's been kind of downhill since Detective Matthews, man. Like I said, Danny Glover, he didn't leave his impression on nobody else.
For real.
They just didn't listen no more. Even the FBI agents, he wasn't even a detective. He was an FBI agent. But yeah, man, Strom is out of here. He's gone. So
fucked up way to die, though.
Yes.
Leave me in the room. I'll stay in the room for a little bit.
Put me back in the room with the 4 bodies.
Yeah, for real.
Don't squash me.
For real.
All right, we all can agree Saw 4 ending was better than Saw 5.
Yeah.
Did we think Hoffman would get caught?
No.
Not yet.
I wasn't sure. Because even if I feel like he got caught, I didn't necessarily think he was going to go down, if that makes sense. I thought he was probably going to do what he does in Saw 6.
Yeah, I got you.
We're going to get to later on Sunday. But yeah, man, I wasn't sure. I didn't know how it was going to go down. So I guess y'all can say that was kind of the twist. He didn't get caught.
Yeah.
Even though it seemed like all the evidence was going to point towards him.
It did, but I said, I just not
he
yet.
Set Strom up. He set Strom up enough to get the heat off of him for a little bit.
Yep. And that brings me to my next thing. Was Hoffman really smart or cops just stupid?
I feel like as far as his department, like the people that he works with, they don't want to see him in any other way than they see him. You know what I mean? It's like they don't want to see the bad in him. But like the first time I saw his face, I was like, man, this man looks mad suspicious, like he the bad
Mm-hmm.
guy. But then I
Mm-hmm.
remembered I was like, oh, I already know because I've seen
Deal.
further than this. But like he still like
This is
he
why I'm
didn't
glad
like
you ain't seen
even
the final chapter. Oh my gosh.
so the cops is just stupid.
Izzo, do you remember the final chapter, man?
I'm trying to remember.
And I want to. Do you remember? Okay, a black cop is in the final chapter.
Shit, no,
That's
I
all
don't
you need
remember.
to know.
Okay. I gotta go back and watch that
Can't
one.
get
Not
no worse. Y'all cannot disrespect us like this, and I promise you, it don't get better. It don't get no better. All the way into the final chapter. But when you're talking about, I ain't gonna say it, just dumbfounded cops, it
Mm-hmm.
has to be the worst situation in the world when it comes to that final movie, man. Jesus
I have to say
Christ.
it's a little bit of both. I think Hoffman
I
was
have to
smart,
say that.
and I think the cops were stupid as well.
It
100%.
was a police department. I'm getting ahead of myself. My bad. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's a
Oh, even in 6, bro. Even in 6, I'm like, really? Like, this is what we're doing here? Like,
that nigga turned into John Wick. Never mind.
you know what I'm saying? And the problem is that they were suspecting him, right? So you're not cautious about, like, I was like, oh, come on. You know?
Hey, we're going to have to come back to this question. Maybe we can't answer this yet. Was Hoffman really smart a cop just because we're not done with neither one of them right now, but I'll come back to it. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, I really think
I feel like we can't answer it in this movie because I feel like the way he set up Strom in this movie, like you got to remember he's an FBI agent, so like of course like us like aha, like yeah we. So it just really took the heat off of Hoffman.
He even got promoted,
right? And the way he did it too, right? Because he was calling Strom's boss and was like, "Hey, do you know where Strom is? And I'm looking for him." Blah blah. No, I can't find him. He cloned his phone and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, he was.
He even said, I think he said it's a suspicions about somebody that's on the inside that might be.
Yeah.
All right, man. Did we feel bad for FBI agent Strom?
Yeah, I didn't want to see him die so soon. I didn't want to see him die.
Plus the way he dies. Yeah. Like, no, they're not finding this man. He is getting this.
Hey, Cersei would have said 2 thumbs up.
They are juicing this man. They are juicing him.
Hey, wait till you see 6 though.
Because I think
because I don't remember that much about 6.
Don't they show him at the opening?
Yeah, they do.
My bad, Izzo, my bad.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, out of all the cops, I think he died the worst. At least Matthews, when the ice bricks hit his head, he died instantly, right? But
yes, he did. See,
he's in there, and his bones.
Why this couldn't be Detective Matthews?
You know?
Damn, now did you mention it?
Right.
You know, his bones start breaking, and he's like getting crushed. Yeah, no, that's horrible.
And I'm sitting there like, why are you saying all of that? I know who you are. He often sitting there like, oh, okay.
You know, so what?
Why he's lying on back? Like, okay.
Facts.
Good luck. I felt bad for him. Of course I did, man. I felt more bad for him the way he went out. That's it. Like, if he would have been left in the room, I would have been all right because I'm like, you good, man. Shit, Adam was good for a couple of weeks. You should be all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Outside of Amanda.
Yeah.
Or maybe I forgot it wasn't Amanda's fault, which we're gonna get to in the next film. But yes, man, we felt bad for Agent Strom. He's out here though.
Yeah. Yep. God.
Last but not least, where the fuck is Dr. Gordon? I was saying, okay, I'm gonna let y'all go and do the movie. I ain't gonna even worry about it at the opening.
Did they mention his name in this one?
Yes. The whole backstory with I got a doctor I need you to go see.
Oh
yes.
Yes. They keep him in the damn movie. They keep him in the movie.
If they don't show some nameplate with his name on it, they're gonna mention him. They ain't even gonna say the damn name Gordon. They just say doctor. I'm like, man, y'all got to stop this shit, man. Y'all are pissing me off. We don't get nothing.
Nothing.
And it don't get no better. It don't get better.
For
but
real.
We just gonna wait because I ain't gonna get nothing away. All right. And if anybody asking, no, we don't get answers to Dr. Gordon in this film at all.
Nope.
Not even just a mention, a little bit of the Easter eggs. And I think they was doing this on purpose because, like I said, they already had the rest of these movies mapped out. So they knew what they was going to do.
Absolutely.
They were teasing us, man, teasing us.
Absolutely.
Last but not least, of course, did we like the movie?
It was all right.
I liked it other than, I'm a soft fan, so I'm kind of biased. I liked it because of the Gordon and Strom stuff, but the game didn't care for it. Yeah.
I did not like it, and I didn't like it because of the ending. I feel like it was no twist. I was like, what we knew, for one, he was a killer, and we knew he was trying to find him. So the twist that he killed him at the end as far as Strom, okay. Outside of that, the game, this was the less interesting game of the series.
Yeah.
I didn't care nothing about this game.
Yeah.
I thought the traps was not interesting. I thought the characters was definitely not interesting. I didn't care. And I feel like that's because Jigsaw didn't do this. This was Hoffman lazy ass game. So
yeah.
that's what it was.
Because even think about that. Because if they was actually smart enough to figure it out and get out, what would they have learned to work together like they did to kill 8 people? Like,
right.
Oh, so yeah, thank you for mentioning that. I forgot to mention that these weren't like the goodest people in the world either. And that's one thing I want to give credit to Hoffman and John for. They've been getting some decent people to put in traps. They're not decent people, but you know what I'm saying? They deserve to be in the traps, basically.
Yeah, that was
outside
crazy.
of who they was doing in the first couple movies.
Agreed.
But yeah, I didn't like it like that. But I had to continue watching because now I done got this far. Ain't no way I'm about to stop now. So yeah, that was kind of my whole motivation with keeping it going as far as Saw 6 and 7.
Nah, after 6, I was just like, this was not interesting. Like I said, I had forgot about everybody and the connections at that point. So I'm trying to watch the movie for what it is and actually be entertained. And I was just like, this is gross and stupid. I'm done. That's how I felt after 6. But we'll see how I feel with this second watch, because this will definitely be my second watch. Because most of these I didn't go back and watch after one time because I was just like,
you did better than me. I ain't even front. The fact that I didn't like this, I still went back and watched these a couple times. I did.
Yeah, I've done it too. I went back a couple of times and watched them.
As far as lead characters, I'm telling y'all now, and I'm talking about not just with our panel, but people in the comments, the people coming watching the replay. If y'all familiar with the Saw films, and y'all know when it comes to lead characters and the people we got to follow from here on out, good luck.
Yeah.
The traps definitely get more interesting than the characters when it comes to the next couple movies. It's about the traps now.
Yeah.
All right, man. Anything else I want to add before we get out of here?
Nope, that's it.
Definitely appreciate y'all coming through. This was fun again. Had a good time. Saw 6 and 7. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be a roast session, but y'all just be prepared. I got a lot to get off my chest when it comes to these next 2 movies. I ain't giving nothing away. I want to say something so bad, but I'm not saying anything.
It's gonna be interesting.
It is. But outside of the next 2, then we'll get into Jigsaw and Spiral, which will definitely be interesting too, because them the 2 I haven't seen in a long time. Them the only 2 that I have not watched like that, as far as Jigsaw.
I've never seen either one of them. Like I ain't seen 7, I ain't seen Jigsaw.
So you ain't seen the last 3 of them. Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Cool.
you good then. Hey, that's what's up. I can't wait to see your experience.
Me too. Me too.
Especially with 7, I feel like. All right, outside of that, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell. Let you know when I upload new videos. Bigger Four, what we got coming up next?
Tomorrow night will be the OOC. I think on Thursday night I'm going to do another episode of Smoking Podcast, and then off for the weekend. It's Labor Day, so I don't think anything's really going to go on for the weekend.
Okay. Are you mentioning the Jacksonville situation tomorrow?
Absolutely, 100%.
I'll be on there. We'll be on there. Definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, see what... All right, man.
And don't hold back. Say whatever you want to say. Like, don't hold back.
I'm approaching this like uncut. We're gonna get into it.
Yeah,
say what I
What
want to
happened
say.
in
Y'all try to give me a...
Jacksonville?
Oh, you didn't hear? Oh, man.
The Nazi dude that tried to kill a bunch of black people.
He ain't try. He killed three.
He
black
killed
people
three.
Dollar
Yeah,
General.
he killed three. Yeah. Yeah. He tried to kill more
shit.
though. I'm sure he tried to kill more. Yeah. Yeah.
Jacksonville, Florida. And you know this got the whole thing with that mayor down there pushing this whole agenda and everything he doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely gonna be in there tomorrow. All right, and anybody coming through tonight, make sure y'all go check it out tomorrow. We will be on the OOC Bigger Force channel. Definitely come through and check us out. And if anybody come by and check the replay, y'all more than welcome to answer some of the questions that we had as far as the movie pertaining to Hoffman, Strom, and anything else, especially Jigsaw, aka John Kramer. All right, Sunday we'll be back. Right now, as of Friday, we're gonna be doing Lethal Weapon versus Rush Hour. Unless Drake decides to say, "Hey, I'm dropping for the dogs," we'll switch that over and do Beats and Mics. Because I already got some topics ready for Beats and Mics, but I'm trying to wait to see if he dropped the album because it goes together with everything pertaining to that.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about a Rap City documentary they dropped, and there's a couple things I want to talk about pertaining to music and hip hop. So yeah. All right. Outside of that, once again, shout out to everybody coming through, joining me. Shout out to my cousin Deal. Shout out to Enzo, aka Bigger Ford. Other than that, we out.
Peace.